welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a Halloween journal, but it's a small one, paper bag, a simple one today. Now I want to open up this paper bag, really open it up so that this, you push it out the sides like this. It can be a little bit tricky because you don't want to get creases in it if you can help it. See, that side went very easily. So it's like this, and now I need to do, if I can find, there it is. The same with this one as well. That's both of them done. You can use your bone folder edge to push out if you have problems making it flat there. However, we're just going to take this off now here, cut this down. Out there. So that's been cut down there, not very straight. I will straighten that up, I think. So that's been cut off there, and obviously, as quite a few people have done in the past, is make these little pockets that can go in a journal with these pieces. Now, the plan is this, I need 1/4 inch spine here. And I am going to glue that in here. Glue this together. And then put that over the top there. Really, the width of your journal doesn't really matter. It's, you know, you've just got to join these two together and then make your spine. And then also glue this down here. Just to recap, you push your bags out, cut the end off of this one, and then you're making 1/4 inch spine here. You've got this coming over there to wrap around, so you need to leave a piece there as well. So if I do that, and this will make this, yeah, about there. Really, these measurements don't have to be exact in any means. You can do exactly what you like with it. And if I then do 1/4 inch spine here, that will make it go like that. And go a bit further over. So I'll do my 1/4 inch spine here, which will give me a bit more room there. Yeah, don't do your 1/4 inch spine till you've glued the two bags together and you've found where you're going to be putting down there. And 1/4 inch is there. That's better. So open your bags up, glue two together, fold in so you have a gap here, and then create your spine. And then burnish it down to make sure. So this is where the signature will go, and this will be like that. Now this I am also going to glue down. You could, I suppose, leave a very small pocket if you wanted to. I'm going to glue that down. And then this will fold over. So this creates a buffer anyway for your journal there. So I will do that. I think these will be all right because I'm going to be covering all this in papers. So that's the base. I hope that made sense. I've recapped twice, so hopefully that's okay. Right, now I'm using these papers from My Porch Prints, the Haunted House, when they did their last week, when they were doing their promotion for the million sales. I bought a couple of kits. I think probably quite a few of us might have done. And so I'm going to be using these papers for the pages. They will need to be cut down slightly to fit in. And then I'm using these, and I've chosen these. This will be on the inside. These are on 160 GSM, and no, 120 GSM, and these are going to be the outside and inside. That I printed on the wrong, and that on the wrong thickness. These are going to be on the this is going to be outside here, not the outside and inside, and then this with this piece wrapping going over as well, and then this piece I intend to put there, if all that makes sense. I've cut everything out and I've put the inside, I've decided to put that on the inside with the darker stripes there. I've also gone around the edge with black soot, and then this, so this is going to go like that. So this is the front, which I'm going to glue down on here like this. Okay, then I need to put this piece on that I've done here. I've inked round everything as well in the black soot, all the papers as well. So I don't really want to bend it just yet because it's still wet on here. What I will do is score it again, and then so that when it's dry it will bend okay. This is now all dry, and I've sewn in the signature, and I rescored, and I've put the signature together here, and I've done a couple of bits of page decoration, some scrap paper and some sewing. Me Cottage Crafts was doing that. I thought that looked lovely. She used book pages, but I've used invoices and ledger pages. One of the 1860 rag paper. Some papers I did about a year or so ago, and I've not used, with some gold sort of shimmer on it. Another one there with the ledger paper. Pocket. We have the middle pocket. Another one there. Pocket. Page edge there. I really like these. And then so that's Florentine paper, and one more there. I did reinforce some of this down the side here, some of these vintage papers, just to make sure. To there. So I now need to do the cover. So what I'm going to do is fold that out to there. Actually, maybe I'll do it like that. That's better. And I've got a piece of black card here, which I didn't round all the corners on. There. Why is that not? Corners don't always seem to work. Why is that? That's better than that one. I think sometimes when you leave a bit of paper inside there, it misses. That's better. Okay. And also you've got these here that came as a freebie with the papers, and I've just cut it in half and inked it to use on here like this. And also I've got some orange doilies, and I've taken a piece of that here and I'm putting it under there, so that adds a splash of colour here. And then I've got this idea, whether it will work. I had done all this, but it just didn't seem to fit right. I might end up tearing out one of those roses, but it just didn't seem to fit right. And I also gone around the black roses with a white pen, gel pen, but it didn't seem to go right. But I've got these black playing cards, and I had this idea that I could cut out a frame here. So this is what I'm going to do, and let's hope this works. I'm taking all the white off. There. And I'll go around and take all that off. Okay, now I need to just make the frame, and I'm just going to take the frame in the middle off, just on the outside. So I'm putting it in. I will go and take off there, just round the edge of the frame, like this. There. And go around all of this as well. Put it over there. You can see it on the white then. But as you can see, leaves a bit like that. And I will turn this into a small journal card, I think. Put that in my pouch there. Now, the other thing is this is shiny. So I do need to rough this up a bit. And I just used a nail file here. There we go. Now I need an image, and I've chosen, I've got a few images here, these three that I want to put behind. So I'm just going to bring this back in. I'm going to be doing it with this first of all, I think. And then this will just go on the middle here. And I'm just going to glue an image onto here. There's that one. Is that one? I'm actually thinking this one because it's a bit haunting and we've got the house there. And that is a little bit haunting, I thought. I think I'm going to go with that. Right, what I need to do first of all is glue this onto here. And I'm going to use my block for that. I will trim this off at the end once it's glued down. Oh, yep, I'm liking that. Right, I just now need to glue all the rest down. So first of all, I'm going to glue this onto here, like that. That is if my glue decides it's going to work. Okay, and then this onto here. Just got to make sure yeah. Okay. So got some lace here that I want to put down this piece here, just over the orange. Which is going to determine where I put this. So I think I'll put this down first. Okay, now this. I like the word night there, but I think I'll put that a little bit up. Okay. Do it like that. Actually, I've got to decide where to place it because this is coming over. I think I'm going to put it there, like that. And what I'm going to do is just mark how far over I need to come with it. And then I'm going to use my art glitter glue to glue that down if it decides it's going to work. I'm struggling with what to do, but I'm going to tie it up with some ribbon that will go round there. And I just need to put a hole in here. There. Okay, now lace for round the edge. I've decided to go with this. I haven't got a lot of black lace, that's the problem. I've been searching round the craft room and I'm thinking, pull that over quite a way and then that over there, and maybe the orange ribbon or some orange sari silk. I'm not sure if I've got any. I might have. I think I'm going to go with that. Need to cut a piece. Yeah. The first thing is put some glue down the spine. That's all glued on now, as you can see there and at the back. And I've put this orange ribbon through, which I thought gave it that spot of colour that you need to break up the black, because it is all very black. There. I did try the smaller one and it kind of got lost, and I did try some sari silk, but I didn't think it was the right orange. That's the only bit I had, so I think I'm going to go with that. So I think I'm going to leave it there and I'll be back to make some ephemera. I'm quite pleased with that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Don't forget to hit the like button, notification bell and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks a lot. Bye.